Scholz rejects Musk's claim that the far-right party alone can save Germany. By Associated Press. December 20, 2024, 9:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Berlin, Associated Press. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Friday rejected Elon Musk's claim that only the far-right party could save Germany, but he said that freedom of speech also applies to billionaires. Germany is set to vote in early elections on February 23 after the collapse of the three-party governing coalition, led by Scholz last month, due to a dispute over how to revive the country's stagnant economy. Scholz hopes to win a second term, but polls show the main opposition's center-right Union bloc in the lead, while Scholz's center-left Social Democratic Party is trailing significantly. The far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD party enjoys strong support in polls, but its candidate for the top post, Alice Weidel, has no realistic chance of becoming chancellor, as other parties refuse to cooperate with it. In a post on his social network X early Friday, Musk wrote, "The AfD alone is capable of saving Germany." Weidel posted a video on X thanking Musk, an ally of US President-elect Donald Trump, and declaring that her party is indeed the only alternative for our country. Our last option, if you ask me. When asked about Musk's statement at a press conference with his Estonian counterpart, Scholz replied, "We have freedom of speech, and that also applies to billionaires. But freedom of speech also means you can say things that are untrue and do not contain sound political advice." Scholz added, "I can say with absolute certainty that all democratic parties in Germany see things differently." Earlier on Friday, the government was asked whether Musk's comment would have any impact on its presence on X. German government spokeswoman Christiane Hoffmann noted that the government had expressed concern about how X, formerly known as Twitter, had developed since Musk took over the platform. However, she emphasized that the government had repeatedly concluded it would remain on X because it is an important means of reaching and informing people, and it would cause significant disadvantages if the government or the chancellor were not represented on relevant social media. Scholz lost a vote of confidence on Monday, leaving the decision on whether to dissolve parliament and hold early elections up to Germany's largely ceremonial head of state. President Frank-Walter Steinmeier's office announced on Friday that he would make an announcement on December 27. An explosive report on Thursday revealed that White House aides have been covering up President Biden's apparent mental decline since the very first day of his presidency. They shielded the aging commander-in-chief from the public, and even rearranged his schedule following occasional missteps. The lack of access to the oldest president in U.S. history was well known in Washington, where Biden has held the fewest major press conferences in modern history, and frequently stumbled in his speeches when he did appear. However, the extent to which the White House compensated for his cognitive fog was previously unknown, according to aides, Democratic lawmakers, and donors who spoke with the Wall Street Journal. White House staff established a tight framework around 82-year-old Biden immediately after he took office amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Staffers promptly limited his in-person interactions starting in January 2021. President-elect Trump encouraged Republicans in Texas to consider a primary challenge to Representative Chip Roy on Thursday, after he blamed the congressman for getting in the way of a push to raise the debt ceiling as part of government funding talks. The very unpopular congressman from Texas, Chip Roy, is getting in the way, as usual, of having yet another great Republican victory, all for the sake of some cheap publicity for himself. Republican obstructionists have to be done away with, Trump posted on Truth Social. In a subsequent post, the president-elect said he hoped some talented challengers are getting ready in the great state of Texas to go after Chip in the primary. He won't have a